is a strength.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
18, Roger, 18, Rap, Cougar, 19. Check. 18, Pioneer. 79, Broncos.
Throwing right away is Daniels. And he's caught downfield. It's Waller. Look at the big man rumble. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Darren Waller, 65 yards. And the Seahawks are on the board first here in this division round matchup. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing now is Stroud. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Stroud working out of the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable. And sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Stroud looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
No receivers open, so who's forced to put that one into Puget Sound? That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers, and ultimately, a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Stroud. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Brian Thomas, 53 yards. And the Niners respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, now you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just set those calls for this possession instead. That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Now Daniels. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
Come on,
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Here's Daniels. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Throwing now is Daniels. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. And Xavier Worthy, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll run for it with Achane. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Deep to return is Cavante Turpin. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they'll start with a 1st and 10 at their own 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he gets it up past the 35.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 19 Lions. Trap 60.
They go play action. Daniels. That is caught downfield. It's Worthy. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. T.J. Watt just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
Check smash. Cut 19. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
To throw is Daniels. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. And Xavier Worthy with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Now Stroud. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Stroud. That went out wide and intercepted. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
To the air goes Daniels. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs from 19 yards away. And the Seahawks continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Aubrey good with the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Stroud to throw it. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
70 Timberwolves.
Daniels looking to throw. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The 49ers now are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. And that is incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And here's Rodgers on the return. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Have a great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal. They certainly have the green light here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And Thomas has it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down, 49ers.
Here's Stroud. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Down the left sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. Brian Thomas as the first half is winding down. And the Niners are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Boswell good with the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Going up top. That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. And Xavier Worthy saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point up and good by Auburn. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And able to get this out to the 25.
that clock. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And he returns this to the 22. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. As Stroud now to throw. Will try and do this himself. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Stroud and company going for it. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now they go screen. It's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them. Maybe it'll slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
79 Broncos. Ready, ready.
2nd and 6. Now Daniel's going to keep it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
60 Bobcats, 60, 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Looking to throw. Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 11-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
Chop alert, chop alert.
Daniel's going to try to sneak. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Aubrey now for the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Seahawks 42, 49ers 14.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Up the middle, Achane. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. Now that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And you're at the point here, 3rd quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. 4th down, here's Stroud. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. This is Achane. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Throwing now is Stroud. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line.
And the 49er, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back to throw now on 1st down. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Brian Thomas, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Niners get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers.
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11.
49-yard line.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Daniels. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Ready, set.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
We'll get this complete to Worthy.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the 24 now, here's a second down and 9. Off the play fake, Daniels.
And he's going to be taken down around the 35-yard line. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever.
That's into the hands of Worthy.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? I can think of as someone on the field got confused because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal.
I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
No gain on the play.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Here we go. 7 Pirates. Viking 18. Trap 60. Go.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Jaden Daniels
Keeping it himself from a yard out.
and the Seahawks are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as they'll be backed up to start this drive.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's Achane to start the drive.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 11-yard line.
Stroud off the play fake.
That is caught by a diving Thomas. And he's going to be taken down right there at the 27-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Stroud sets up the play action.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game.
And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Oh, looking for water, but this is intercepted. And the Niners are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but...
They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
Sets up a 1st down and goal at the 6-yard line.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Stroud looking to throw.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Nicky Manwari.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Stroud's pass intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready? Ready, ready.
Gibbs straight ahead. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now Daniel, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down.
An 8-yard loss on the
18,
play.
right here.
It's now
18,
third
Rattler.
down.
18, Rattler. Come back, team.
The Seahawks, they are moving on as